Hello everyone, my name's Gothic Lord UK and welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister. Recently, I did a 10-part series that was an all-Warlocks team on a authentic difficulty point-by Ironman mode in the Lost Valley. And that was TPK'd all at once in a single attack by a dragon on a random encounter between one location and another, which is kind of bull-poo. So, for a new team, here's who we have. We have the manifestation of Merake herself, a level 1 Cleric of Oblivion, and at level 2, Clerics of Oblivion cannot be surprised while sleeping. So hopefully, if we are attacked by a dragon again, we'll at least be able to put up a fight. And we have her and her 3 followers, 3 monks, the wrist, the palm, and the knuckle. So we're going to take these 4 into the same Lost Valley, same difficulty level, same Ironman mode, but I'm going to skip over a lot of the narrative stuff, the conversations, all of that bit, because hopefully you saw a lot of that in the previous campaign, which will be linked down below. If you want to see more of the kind of story up to kind of level 4, level 5, you can go back, see a bunch of that, or I'll try and kind of like roughly keep you updated as we go. But we're at Lost Valley, 4 heroes, authentic difficulty, which is standard D&D 5th edition difficulty sets, Ironman, so if we lose, the game is over forever, and we'll get started. So as I say, I will kind of keep it mostly to the combat encounters and any kind of important bits of trading, but I will skip over a bunch of the superfluous and repetitious discussions. So I'll probably catch up with you in the cave where we fight a bear as our very first combat encounter. So I'll see you there in just a moment. Alright, as we wander through the cave, let me tell you a little bit more about the party. So we have our Oblivion Cleric here and her 3 monk followers. The Oblivion Cleric has 14 strength, 14 dex, 14 con, 16 wisdom, and 8 charisma. So we are not exactly a charismatic bunch. We do have good survivability though, so whilst we might not do well in conversations, we should be okay in a fight. I don't know why the game had preset to being a 150% damage multiplier. We fell down a trap and took 5 damage that was up to 8 because of the difficulty multiplier. So I've changed that back to being just the standard 100% because we are on point buy. So we expect to have standard stats against standard difficulty.
This looks familiar.
And the other 3 members of the party are monks. We have not chose their monkastic traditions yet. That comes later on, I think level 3. But everybody in the party is a Sylvan Elf. So the reason I picked that is A, because we get +2 dex, +1 wisdom, which is good for clerics and monks, but also because we all get 7 units of movement as standard instead of the usual 6, which I thought was kind of apt for a bunch of light-footed monks. We also have really good armor class for everybody at the moment. So Merake here has 14, +2 from dex, +2 from a shield for 18, which is really good. And then everybody else has 16 because monks have unarmored defense, where they get 10 plus their dexterity modifier plus their wisdom modifier. So we are all reasonably good in a fight for now, I would say. But before we fight this bear, we're going to take an awkward short rest so I can roll a hit die. Get back to full health. That's lovely. And then we can investigate these last couple of spaces before getting into our first fight.
Looks Manacallan, but not.
We have not yet chosen spells as Merake because we do not get to pick until our first long rest. So we have the ones the game chose for us at this time.
Look at this.
Someone built a fire here.
That someone wanted to rest here, but had to leave in a hurry.
That is the person we are looking for. And then we are attacked by this bear. So we roll initiative for our fight. So we have currently 3 monks. I've not played with a monk in a long time, but they are proficient and start with short swords. So that's 1d6 plus 3 damage. We just need to be close enough to get that attack in. Otherwise, right now, we don't have any other skills. I'm sure other skills and things will come in time. We also do get a bonus attack because of our
Oh, that must have hurt.
monkishness. So normally you don't get to add your modifier to a bonus attack, but because we're a monk we do, but we only do 1d4 as our monk damage die for that attack. As for Marake, what spells do we have here? Well, we're going to need a free hand to cast them. We have Sleep, Bane, Cure Wounds, and Inflict Wounds. I think for right now, we will stay at the back ready to heal anybody, and we will just use some cantrips. It's adorable how, because she uses her name as her god's name, she says her own name when she attacks. That is amusing to me. But this bear is not proving difficult at all as compared to last time.
Next time.
Should also be noted, excuse me, we do all have dark vision today. Alright, Wrist is dying. If we can kill this guy, then Wrist will stabilize with 1 HP. Or they will stabilize to being unconscious. And then Marake here can cast Cure Wounds on them. Get them back up. We will take the bear pelt. And then I'm going to jump back to the camp, do all of the talking, and then I think we should get up to level 2 then. So I'll be back with you in just one moment. Alright, we sold the bear pelt, sold the antiquities we found along the way, did some other bits and pieces, and now we are ready to level up. Just before I do that though, Marake has this shield that they are wearing, and if we right click that, we can mark that shield with our deity's symbol so that we can do slightly more spell casting while holding onto that shield so that we have the material components that we need in hand. So with that bit done, we can come to this fireplace, take ourselves a long rest, and during that process we can upgrade ourselves to level 2. So start with Marake. We are now a level 2 Oblivion Cleric. We get 7 more hit points and an additional hit die. 1 more first level spell slot. We unlock our Channel Divinity that we can use between rests. We can either turn undead, or we can be a Herald of Pain. Channel Divinity to cause pain to enemies within 6 cells. Enemies failing a Wisdom save receive 1d8 necrotic damage and are poisoned. We also, importantly, get Peaceful Rest. While camping, reduces the chances of being attacked and prevents from being surprised. So with that in tow, I'm hoping we might be able to get a bit further this time than we did when we were assaulted by that dragon as a party of warlocks. Then for everybody else, we get 7 hit points, we've unlocked 1 additional hit die, and we get our class feature of Key Points. Starting at 2nd level, your training allows you harness the mystical energy of Ki. Your access to this energy is represented by a number of key points. Your monk level determines the number of points you have. Patient Defense, you can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. Step of the Wind, you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for the turn. Flurry of Blows, after an attack has been used on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. And Unarmored Movement, starting at 2nd level, your speed is increased by 2 cells while you're not wearing armor or wielding a shield. This bonus becomes 3 cells at level 6, 4 cells at level 10, and 5 cells at level 14. So that is going to be the same for all of our monks. So right now there are no further decisions to be made. We can also decide what spells we want prepared as our cleric. So our cantrips are already stuck. We can't change those. But I would love Guiding Bolt, Bless. We start with Inflict Wounds as Sleep, as the main spells. I'll take a Healing Word. That's 3 out of 5. Detect Magic will be fine. Cure Wounds. Yeah, we'll take that. That'll be fine. Validate those. Close that. And now we are ready to carry on our adventure further. We can recruit one of the others here to go along with us. Let's see about Crim Sunsail. Would they like to come with us today?
Sure, let's do this.
Alright, Crim is on board. So we cannot go this way, it's blocked off. But now we can go back to the cave we were just in where we fought the bear and do some more exploring through there. Just to make a point of it, we also have the gatekeeper here. Because we are an Oblivion cleric, all of us have, anyone within like 10 or 15 feet or so, has advantage on death saving throws, which is incredibly good when we're trying desperately to stay alive. So let's hop on back into this cave. We can also ritual cast Detect Magic now that we have access to the spell, which is lovely to have because we're going to find all kinds of magic doodads and gizmos along the way. And just over here on this part of the cave, we can expect to find our way forward. So,
More footprints.
wandering through here, we come across this gap. This is destroyed behind us, leaving us only one way to go. So this cave is full of horrible creatures and beetles that basically are strong enough to kill us incredibly easily. So we're not going to worry about that. We will loot all of this stuff though. So everything by default goes to Mirake at the top of the party. She has 14 strength, so she's actually capable of holding on to a lot of the extra stuff that we find, because everybody else basically dumped strength and one other stat in order for us to have high stats that matter.
We don't stand it.
Maybe we could...
Right, we're going to go around these creatures here by stepping on this and this to open up a secret gate. Going to avoid those creatures over there. And we'll see if we can make this check, although we do not have high intelligence or charisma, so there's many checks along the way that we are not going to do well at. We're basically a cleric and 6 fists. So we'll do what we can with that, but it's going to be an interesting time. We will also check whatever this is. Our nature letting us down. But hopefully, even if we can't necessarily talk our way out of all the important situations, we can fight our way out of the ones that matter. There is a chest over here. We will see what that is about. Box, crate, you know the drill. We get a honored stone and a gemstone pendant. That is just loot that can be sold, I believe. And boy, are we going to need all the loot we can get. I did spend an extra 150 gold on 3 healing remedies, just like this one, for the monks to hold on to, because if our cleric goes down, we don't have any type of spell casting to get them back up again. So it's going to be up to our monks to feed a potion to our cleric in order for them to keep their savior alive. Right, well, we fail just about every check on our way through here. But if we bust through this door, we are still cautious. And then through here, there is a fight with some undead. So we are going to get up on high, because why would we not take the high ground when we're at risk of death? Last time, these fights went a little bit smoother than I remember them being when I did them the first time. So hopefully, this goes reasonably well. We will wait for one of them to come back and then make our strike. So we'll start with a chill touch. We have advantage because we are an unseen attacker. We roll initiative. And they are now chilled. They have disadvantage on, if undead, disadvantage on attacking the caster. So that's good for us. We don't need to cast Healing Word as a bonus action. So we can see now we have our 2 key points ready for us to use our various skills. But I think here we're just going to be starting with some darts. We cannot make a ranged melee attack from here, so we will just hide. They're going to have a hard time attacking us up that cliff, I'm pretty sure. Now, we can probably see them. I don't think we can attack them that far away with this. So instead, let's simply take a readied action to... Your currently equipped weapon is to... Why can we not melee attack? Oh, it's because we're holding a dart, that's why. Alright then, let's ready a ranged attack with a dart then. That'll be fine. Here we have Crim Sunsail. Can you see these guys back here? You cannot. Then I'll tell you what, why don't you stand there? Get your bow out. Excuse me. Ready. Ah. Oh, you don't have... Stupid, They don't have different equipment options, so I can't ready a ranged attack. So we'll ready a melee attack, I suppose. From here, we can make this attack with a dart. The first time I've ever worried about having darts. We'll have to see about keeping them stocked up in the inventory if we're going to be using them as a ranged attack in the future. Right, I think just chill touch again. Reasonable. And then for everybody else, it's going to be pretty simple stuff.
What went wrong there?
That was a bad time. They're coming the long way round now that they know that they can't get to us up the giant cliff. Apparently we gained knowledge about the zombie on that one. Also, a skeleton and a zombie have joined the ranks from somewhere, so we have that to look forward to. Our standard movement is now 9 cells, which is incredible. So let's run to here. We'll probably be seen once we engage with this guy.
You'll need to do better than that.
But now we can attack. We could flurry of blows, except we don't have another target. We could step of the wind, patient defense. Let's take a patient defense. So we've taken the dodge action. Any attacks against us will have disadvantage. We can use our bow here quite comfortably, even if it's a big miss.
I thought we said cautious.
There is a skeleton archer down here. I wonder if we might be best if we step of the wind dash as a bonus action. We can run to here. I'm wondering if we can get there without being seen, which we can because of the direction they're looking. And then we can melee attack. We can't bonus action attack because we already spent our bonus action using Step of the Wind. But attack of opportunity is totally valid. They hit us, but not in a way that is of too much concern. Right. What are we best off doing, do we think? Let's come help over here because there's the two of them on this side. We could turn undead. So one of them is now going to just try and run away. We cannot get that close. I don't think we're in range for a melee attack from here, but we will try. No, we're not. Unfortunately. Alright then. That's fine. We will just ready a melee attack. Yeah, we definitely are in range of a bunch of stuff. So we'll go after the ghoul first.
Good.
Oh, they were the one that was turned. We should not have done that. Right, and we will also take patient defense again because there's two enemies here that are going to want to attack us. Bryn. Try this again. Yeah, it's our best option, really. It's not the greatest option, but it's our best option. We miss, that's fine. Wrist still hidden back here. Probably going to finish the job. Very nice. We'll work around to the bottom of these steps where the other two enemies are. So they roll 2 dice and take the worst because we are taking the dodge action. Means they just had a terrible time trying to hit us. We can see them down there from here, so we can contribute with our cantrips. Gone very well. Here we will hop on down, attack them from the back. Very nice, and let's just go bonus action attack here.
Too slow.
We are currently on the stairs here. That's fine by me. Great damage. Bonus action attack.
A palpable hit.
These monks are doing great work. Alright, buddy. Can you contribute before we finish? Yes, yes you can. Great work. Okay. We can now stop being cautious as a party. Although only one of us maintained cautiousness throughout that whole thing. Marake, you can go and get a bunch of stuff. Here we can... Oh, it's all the darts that we've ever lost. It's always telling me that some items don't fit in my inventory, but I don't really understand what that means. We will take all of that stuff and check out this statue. We do not learn anything about it. I think there is technically a 50% chance of any darts that we use being returned to us. So what I'll probably do is just buy a great big stack of darts and then every now and again make sure we redistribute those. Check on this. We learn nothing with that Arcana check. Last pile of stuff here, probably, again, just another dart. 10 darts. Happy to have it. Problem is, Marake is at the top of our order, which means she is doing all of the main looting. And that means that she is the one holding on to all of those darts, which is not ideal. But we're going to take a short rest here, because I think we get key points back on a short rest. Upon rest completion, you will recover these features. Maybe we don't. Maybe it's long rest for key points. Which, if it is going to be a problem. I will roll one of these just so we are best ready for the fight with the monkeys and gorillas that's coming up, which is going to be not very much fun. So you've got 2, you've got 2, you've got 2. Yeah, we do get key points back on a short rest. That is good knowledge. Currently 8:30 in-game time, which means we're going to be fighting in the dark outside, but that's okay because most of us have dark vision. Let's just check what our dart count is for everybody. None here, but you have that. Oh, you're here, not ammo. Okay, that's fine. You've got 8. You've got 10. And we are holding on to a bunch that we can distribute later. That's good. That's fine by me. We don't need to do anything else. So, let's step on out of here.
We're out. This
We
place
are.
on the sea.
There is a corpse just on the ground here. They have a primed ring, a spare shield, a magnificent gauntlet, some torches, and a ration pouch. Now, we can ritual cast Detect Magic. Takes 10 minutes, but we do not consume a spell slot to do it. And we can find all kinds of magic stuff. So there's this unidentified potion and these magnificent gauntlets. What does everybody else have? Just potions, I guess. Healing potions of one kind or another. So, those magnificent gauntlets are a monk weapon, 1d4 bludgeoning damage, but they, I believe, should just be a +1 to attack. So, this is 1d6 with a +5 to hit, 1d6 +3 damage, whereas this is +5 to hit, 1d4 +3 damage. So, it doesn't know that it's a +1 weapon before we get it identified at the shop. So we'll keep with the short sword for now. And then the next thing to do is this gorilla fight. So let's see if we can be swift about this to finish off the day. And then I think we should be looking at level 3 after this fight, if my memory serves correct. So who has proficiency in stealth? +2, +5, +5, +5. Okay, the monks are all very sneaky. So, wrist. Oh, excuse you. Excuse you. Wrist. You could please just head on over, see what's going on out here. Now, last time we did this fight, we had the power of Eldritch Blast, which made this much easier because we could simply attack from like 15 cells away or something, doing 1d10 damage at a time. Now, currently, we do not have such a luxury, so it's going to be a much tougher time, I think. So we really have to think about how we want to be arranged here for maximum impact when we get into this fight. Now, our cleric spell slots may well be the biggest damage dealers for us, but we may also need to be doing things like casting Cure Wounds or Healing Word in order to keep our party members alive. So, let's gather up here. And then with that position, we are going to... Do you have darts? You do have darts. We just need to do that to get to them. We are going to throw a dart just here. We roll initiative. Only one of the gorillas is surprised, unfortunately. We miss with our dart. Then we are simply going to run back to here. And we will end our turn there. So it is 5 gorillas. The goal is going to be attack whichever one is currently the lowest health, so that between us we should hopefully be able to reduce their numbers one at a time. That way they take fewer actions per round. A crit for 6 whole damage. 1, 3, 2. Well, I can hardly be mad. We are still hidden, which is something. Harm. Furthest into this nook. I think we will go here. We will get darts out and ready a ranged attack. Knuckle. Get into this corner. Again, ready a ranged attack for when something comes up. From here, I think we are going to ready Sacred Flame. Can we not ready Chill Touch as a ranged attack cantrip? Apparently not. Interesting. Then the gorilla that was closest to us at the start of the fight is going to make their way up. There's our first readied action. They make the save, no damage. And otherwise they're not getting into the line of sight of the rest of us. A long-ranged attack, because I think it's 20 over 60 for these darts. Or 4 cells over 12. Yeah, close range over max range. So if we don't want disadvantage, we need to be within 4 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be here. Fortunately for us, we have a... Oh, that's one too far, is it? We have so much movement speed that... Excuse me? Oh, is it because we're up high? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we are slightly higher. No, it's still a long-range attack. What is happening? Right, that is 4 of our 5 movements. We'll hop down here. Now it's a regular attack. That has gone terribly. Retreat. End our turn. This is going to get really cozy really fast. They attack Crim. They do so with disadvantage because these gorillas do not have dark vision, which is one of the few saving graces of this combat. Unfortunately, Crim doesn't have dark vision either, but we will push back slightly with them for some higher ground. Right, Palm is an unseen attacker. But we cannot get in range for an attack with advantage, although with that said, a dart attack would be a straight roll because we have advantage from being unseen, disadvantage for it being a long range attack, so it comes out as a regular roll. Let's then go after the gorilla that has actually been injured already. 12 hits is very nice. Let's see. Same story here. Now, what I'm thinking about doing... Good, 7 damage is solid. If we were to stand here, that would be the only place that a gorilla can move towards us. So if we use our power for patient defense, we can force all attacks against us to be with disadvantage. Now, they were probably at disadvantage anyway because of the darkness. But I think we should also have advantage on dexterity saving throws, which might be... the rocks they're throwing are probably attack rolls. Alright, maybe I'm just making bad decisions or unnecessary ones. Still, our cleric is hidden. As such, it might be worth casting something like Guiding Bolt at advantage on a healthy creature whilst we have that advantage.
Perhaps if you try to be loud instead.
Wow! 4d6, 1, 1, 1, 3. Unbelievable. Unbelievably bad. Right, the gorillas are up. The one furthest back throws a rock. Disadvantage, rolls a natural 1 instead of a natural 20. They're not doing anything. They are hitting us. That hurts. Top of the round, wrist. Can you hit something from here with a melee attack? Because if you can, it's time to start wailing on stuff.
Gotcha.
Good. Let's go flurry of blows. 2 more attacks. That is a crit. And that is a hit. Did they not take an attack of opportunity? I wonder why. I'm not going to question it. This gorilla is failing to hit us with thrown stones. Buddy over here. See if you can kill... Oh, that gorilla's got +5 AC. That'll never kill them. Tell you what. Can we take the hide action? We cannot from here. Nor here. We're basically nowhere near being able to take the hide action. Fine. You have advantage against them because of Guiding Bolt. Every little helps. Palm. Get involved. Alright, we missed Flurry of Blows. We killed. Do I want to stand down there? Probably not. Probably not. I probably should have just taken the 1 bonus action attack rather than 2, but so be it. Solid. We will Flurry of Blows as well. These gorillas are getting more and more injured, which is just what we like to see. Alright, that is terrible though. Marake is back up. Who is nearest dead? You are doing terribly for health. So perhaps one little cantrip. We cannot see that target. What do you mean? One little cantrip for your troubles.
Marike! Necro! Malmis!
Excellent.
You should have yielded.
I don't think they know how. 16 will hit us. That is our exact AC. 14 won't, though. Neither will 13. Back to the top. Wrist, you're at full health. You have a point, a key point, so we will hop down here. Attack this guy. 11 misses.
You can do better.
Flurry of blows. 12 hits. 8 misses as well. We're going to come around just so that other people can get into this gap and get down here. Do we have any possible attack? A bad time. We are on 17 HP, so we will hop down the gap. Come on, we can take this guy out. Absolutely we can. Flurry of blows. Hit them again.
A modest success.
And then we can move over and hit them. Good times. Knuckle is the most injured. So how about just throwing a dart over there? Bad times. Alright. You can stay out of harm's way for a bit. Marake. Let's see, cantrip over here. They've got a little bit extra AC, but I think we'll be okay. I was wrong.
Well, I'm getting the measure of this.
Right, 2 gorillas left. This one is at full health. Still can't hit for Toffee, though. Then, let's see... Well, clearly a punch here is going to do great work. Or a slice. Do we have key points? We do not, but we can take a bonus action attack on this guy who is running away. Bad times. But between us, I think we should be able to manage against one gorilla now. Especially considering we still have all of, or some of, Marake's spellcasting. Palm does not have any key points, but that's okay. Still get 2 attacks. One there. Second here. That's right. Absolutely wreck that gorilla. We'll just stay there. Probably should have just taken a standard dodge action, but, you know. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, you have extra AC from being behind someone. You do. We'll still try. Excellent.
Light is with us.
We are alive. Right, somebody else gather as many darts as you can find. Because it's just going to be darts and skins, isn't it? Marake, take the skins. You can grab anyone down here. And then the last of the supplies. And we are all ready to take a long rest into level 3, but we will do that at the beginning of next episode. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I hope you're not too upset that the first campaign ended so fast and that we are on a fresh one already. If you have any questions or comments about monks or anything else, put those down below. If you are enjoying the series, please do consider hitting that like button to let me know, or subscribing if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.